Hey, you guys, coming back with another video here. And on this particular video, what I want to talk about, I probably didn't even have to go live with it. I should have probably recorded just a regular video. So I got asked earlier when I was, well, once I hop off live earlier, I had received an email, and a person asked me, how was I able, or how am I able to steer clear of just everyday shenanigans? People ask me that all the time. Fabio, with the way life is structured, for the most of us, and I'm sure your life is, somewhat, you get thrown curveballs and things of that sort. A lot of times people wonder how I'm able to stay focused, because I think that's the ore that comes off here on YouTube. So it's not that I'm this superhuman uh, entity or the superhuman guy. The thing is that, again, I know what it feel like being down bad, and in South, that's just basically saying you're not winning right now, right? I know what it feel like being down bad. I know what it feel like not being as prosperous as I would want to be, right? So that within itself, when you've been down so much, right, and you have to climb up to the top, like you have to literally climb up to the top without help, without people want to invest in you, without people want to encourage you, without people motivating you, without people believing in you. When you have to do all of this stuff on your own, inevitably it kind of make you grounded, right? It makes you grounded. So when you do get to the top, you're so scared about falling down that you don't, it's certain things that you don't do. Like it's just certain things that you don't do anymore. Like there's a lot of my subscribers that I talk to that I know is generating 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, $15,000 monthly revenue. It's a lot. I mean, they don't always comment on the videos and always speak, but I get a chance to speak to them often. And we have dialect. We talk, business. We talk about the cleaning business. And they also ask me the same, Fabio, how are you able to stay grounded? How are you able to really just, go with your moves, so to speak, and just go through the everyday life? And again, like I just said, I know what it feel like being at the bottom, and it wasn't a comfortable feeling, right? It wasn't. It make you feel less than a person, so to speak, but less than human, especially when you have to depend upon somebody else to help you out, to front you something, to do you something, right? To kind of hold your hand and kind of walk you through. Like that's not a good feeling as an adult. It's not a good feeling, right? So that's what ground me. Okay. A lot of people ask me, Fabio, where did your motivation come from? My motivation come from two things, and you probably heard me say this before. I don't have a family in terms of I don't have any kids and wife and that type of thing, right? So, but if I did, the last thing that I would want to do is disappoint them, right? And the way that I feel that I could disappoint them very, very fast is not being successful. So I put myself in that frame of mind in my everyday life. When I'm going out and I'm looking for new contracts, I'm picking up the phones, I'm making deals, I'm checking on appointments, whether it's Direct Auto Network, whether it's Hollywood Janitorial Service, whether it's the $5 ride transportation company, whether I'm speaking here and there, whatever it is that I'm doing, I put myself that I must do this. It's a must with me. It's not a maybe, it's a must. Okay. And this video is to help motivate you guys. And you have to find that inner you, wherever that comes from. You have to find that inner you. Me, again, like I say, that's how I'm able to steer clear of any shenanigans. Like, I get situations where people try to involve me in family, business, right? I get situations where friends, they can't think themselves out of a paper bag and they call me and say, Fabio, what would you do in this situation? I get situations where my name get thrown up and stuff, right? I'm on Facebook or this, that, and the third, and I get tagged in shenanigans and I just don't reply, right? So again, what your life is pretty much what you make it. If you decide that you want to be Captain Saver to everybody, right? Whether it's dealing with money and you have to financially help somebody, or whether you ironing out everybody problems, just because you, then what'll happen is you'll find yourself losing you, right? Because you want to be everything to everybody. You want to save everybody. And you won't be able to save everybody. Check this out. You could go in and help a lot of people right now, right? You can give them money, right? You can give them advice. You can give them all the information that you know about business, all the information you know about life. And they have that information and still not do anything with that information. So it almost defeat the purpose of you even helping them, right? So that's again, that's where I'm at with it. Like when people, like I say, when people ask me, how are you able? Because some people are not able to do it. Absolutely. Some people are just not able to escape the shenanigans of life. They're not able to escape the family situation, the family problems. They, what their friends think about them, you know, how are people judging them, why people making them feel so bad for starting a cleaning business. You know, why start a franchise? I'm not really a big franchise guy. I'm not big on franchise. I'll be the first to admit that. But starting a franchise is better than starting nothing, right? If you had to start a franchise because you just believe in a system, right? You want to do it just because they have a proven system. You want to, it makes you feel entrepreneurial. It's a start. That's the way I look at it. Now, whether you wind up doing it for the next 10, 15 years or whether get yourself out of it, it's a start. It's a learning lesson for you, right? Same thing with, independent. You might start an independent business and you might say, you know what, it's not working out. I think I need to go to franchise. Some people do, right? Again, it's a start. You have learning lessons there. Okay, so you have to be able to uh, delegate your weaknesses. Okay, you have to be able to delegate your weaknesses. You have to be able to pass along information, pass along parts of your business. You have to be able to do that. Okay, because when you're working within the business, that's what I call self-employed. Okay, when you govern everything, right? You're looking at everything as a whole. That's what I call entrepreneurial, right? Entrepreneurs, they govern stuff, right? They overlook things. They're not necessarily the ones that's slinging the broom, slinging the mop, right? They're not the ones that's really wiping down the mirrors and things of that sort, right? Now, if they have to, they will, but generally speaking, they don't. Okay, so and that's the position you want to be in. I talk to people all the time. They ask me, Fabio, how can I get this thing going on autopilot? I want to be able to work in different cities and work in different areas and things like that. And it can absolutely be done. But again, you have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. Okay. You can't let what naysayers, you can't let what other people say get to you. And it sounds redundant. I know you done heard me say this before, but the thing is that a lot of people let what other people say and how other people feel affect the way they move, affect what they do in life, right? You have to get away from those shenanigans. Okay, the same thing with on Facebook. I'm always my Facebook is maxed out at 5,000 people, right? And I'm always deleting people because they'll tag me in some stuff, that had to deal with, maybe my mindset 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, right? I don't think that way no more. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to associate myself with that. So then people get to sneak this and you feel that you better. I don't care if people feel that they think that I think that I'm better than them. I don't care about that, right? I can't allow anybody to trick me out of my position. I cannot allow anybody to trick me out of my position. There's people, if you ask them, how do you feel about Fabio? They'll tell you, I absolutely can't stand this guy. I despise this guy. I hate this guy. And then when you ask them why they hate me, they say, I don't know. I just don't like him. I get a bad aura about him. They don't know why they don't like me. And I'm okay with that because at the end of the day, they're not the ones that pay the bills. I pay the bills, right? They're not the one that's cutting the check, right? So what other people say about me don't so much bother me. Now, do I like to see it online? No, I don't. Who likes to see bad stories about themselves, right? I don't like to see it, but I can't control it. But what I can control is my association with people and how I react to certain situations. Okay? Let me read this right here. Welcome to the now. I'm in a tight bind, having trouble paying my mortgage and other bills, and I'm just trying to find a way. Welcome to the now. Let me, I don't know, you might be a little new. Let me give you a little back on me, okay? When your back is against the wall, right? You come up with some of the most amazing ideas. I know I did. Back in 2012, I started my commercial cleaning business, right? I just started, I ordered a course, and I had faith, but I didn't have faith, right? I started making phone calls, I wasn't getting any traction, and I hit the streets, right? It's 2012 of February. It was really, really cold, right? And I just started, going door to door. And eventually I got some type of traction. Okay. Now I had already let my job go because what they were doing was lowering my hours and trying to, actually, I was one of the top producers. I used to work at this place called Sports Authority, right? It's a sporting goods store. No longer exists, but I was like one of the top salesperson there in the shoe department, in the shoe area, right? So everybody that comes in, they were asked, "Where's the guy with the curly hair? Where's the guy with the long hair?" Right? Or if they can say my name, they call me Fubu, Fabio, whatever, right? So they come in asking for me personally. So I had taken a meeting at one point with my supervisor, right? And they asked, "Why do people come in the store and specifically ask for you? Why do people come in the store and specifically ask for you?" And I tell them, I'm very, very good at customer service. Even now, with my cleaning business, even dealing with you guys. When you guys email me, when you guys email me, the reason you email me and the reason you tune here on my lives, or you watch my videos, or you subscribe to my channel, the reason you do that isn't because I make you do that, right? The reason you do that is because you find a sense of connection to me, right? Whether it's a motivation, whether you believe in the business that I'm talking about, whether whatever it is, you find me likable, right? It's a sense of likability. Like, I like this guy. He's cool, right? For whatever reason, right? So I was able to do that same exact thing when I was working for Sports Authority. I'm sorry. When I was working for Sports Authority, I was able to do the same thing. When the people come in, I greet them, right? Hello, how are you? How can I help you? If I see them looking for shoes, I would say, I would approach them. Do you need help finding anything today? How can I help you? What type of shoe are you looking for? Right? What type of sport are you? Okay? She walks, or she play tennis, or she. So there's different shoes for different things, right? Long story short, I was very approachable, right? I was always good on the customer service side. Once you find that link, once you personable, you find that link, and you have great customer service. A lot of times people would do business with you because they like you. I say this all the time, people don't believe, but people do business with people that they like. When you go to the supermarket, you go to Walmart or whatever the case is, there's times that I was standing in a very long line to deal with this one person than I would on a shorter line dealing with someone else. Why do I stand in this long line to deal with this person opposed to going to a shorter line? You walk down the line, you see such and such, you stand in their line. You want to deal with this person because they got great customer service. By the time you get to their register, right? You put your stuff on the belt, you ring you up, you like them, right? Whether you're attracted to them from that angle, or whether it's the customer service, that angle, whether they make you feel welcome, whether they compliment you, right? So this is things that make people deal with each other, right? The likability. To get back on what you were saying, is that I really had to hit the ground running. I had to have enough belief in myself that I could win in the cleaning business, and I just got out there. Let me see your name again. Welcome to the now. You just have to get out there. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Okay? I know sometimes the way I convey my message and sometimes the way I speak, I make it sound extremely easy, or like you can do it overnight. It can be done overnight. I've gotten people that got accounts in the first week. I got people that got accounts in the first 30 days. It took me 3 months to get one account. I got people on here making $2, $3, $4, $5,000 in 30 days. No bullshit. I get the emails, right? I get the phone calls. Fabio, I watched that one video. You're very motivating. What you said, it struck a chord with me, and I just had to disassociate myself. Fabio, I decided I wanted to move out of my city to a neighboring city. Fabio, I decided I want to move out of my state to another state. What you were saying is very passionate. I can see the passion behind it is very motivating, right? Sometimes you have to do certain things. Welcome to the now. Okay, now it won't change the fact that your bills is becoming due, your mortgage is due, your car note is due, whatever the case is. But again, when our backs is against the wall, sometimes or many times we find a way out of no way to just make shit happen. Okay, I don't personally know what I would do if I was in your situation, but if I'm in your situation, my mind is always spinning. Whether I get another part-time job or I have to find a source of income, a part-time situation somewhere, even if it's doing something that I wouldn't regularly want to do, like work at McDonald's or any fast food thing. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do that, but I'm just saying if that's something that I had to do part-time to kind of get the money going, at least to stay current on stuff, or at least to put money on certain things. Another thing I would tell you, I was very, very good at this when I was younger, like going through college and stuff, right? When I was working paycheck to paycheck or when money was an issue for me, I would pick up the phone and I would negotiate every single bill that I have. And I would suggest you do this. It works. I'm sure if it worked way back when, it works today. A lot of people are scared to meet their creditors head on, right? A lot of people avoid their creditors. When I owe somebody, if I know that I'm not going to have the money or whatever the case is, welcome to the now, you have to pick up the phone and you have to negotiate things. Get those numbers down if you can. All right, set up a payment plan if you can, right? I was notorious for that back in the day. From my cell phone bill to my utility bill to whatever, right? You have to pick up the phone. A lot of these companies would rather have something now than not get anything at all. So if you tell them, hey, I don't have the full 179.89, but I can put $80 on there, they will rather take the $80 now than not take anything because they don't know when you're going to pay again. So they'll take the $80 now. So that's why I say negotiate. Negotiate. Pick the phones up, your credit card companies, talk to them. Negotiate even with your mortgage. Let them know, hey, I hit a down patch. Now they may not give a fuck, but work something out. Okay, you never know until you open your mouth and you get to talking to them. Okay, let me make sure I hit every point here. You say you're struggling. Yeah, so you might have to pick up another job or pick up something to keep that cash flow coming until you get the accounts. Now you say you don't want to work for anybody else. So if you don't want to work for anybody else, and if you just joining me, I want you to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're just joining me. If you don't want to work for anybody else, then you have to be very aggressive about working for yourself. When I was down bad, like I said, no one gave me a shot. The girlfriend that I had, she walked off at the time. She didn't want to be a support system. I didn't have no motivation at all. The only motivation that I had was this audio book. You guys remember CDs, right? It's this program that I had bought. It was called Your Right to Be Rich. That was the only motivation that I had, and that's by Napoleon Hill. Okay, so if you guys want to get that audio book, you probably can find it on Amazon, eBay, something like that. It's called Your Right to Be Rich. It has a purple cover on it with coins, and it says in gold print, it says Your Right to Be Rich. I would listen to that every single day. That's where I would get my motivation from. That's why, because no one was believing in me. People were telling me I was silly for starting up a cleaning business. There's no money to be made in cleaning, right? It's too much competition. People were making excuses that I wasn't even making, right? They were making trying to make excuses for me that I wasn't even making for myself. I knew I could do it. It just took me a while to do it. It took me a while to do it. And then they always say, whoever you are today, money amplify that tenfold. And I agree because I always had a mindset that I was better than everybody. I'm competitive, right? So I always think that I'm better than the next person. I always think that I'm better than the next person. My dad, he used to he told me, he say I have a Muhammad Ali mindset, and I never understood what he meant by that. What Muhammad Ali used to do is he used to intimidate his opponents by trash talking them. You can't beat me. I look better than you. I'm stronger than you. I'm prettier than you. I'm faster than you. I'm gonna knock you out. You're gonna fall in the round I call. And I think that's my dad. I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. All these different things. This is what my dad, and that's how I think today. That's how I think today. Like if I'm going up against another entrepreneur, I I'm the Michael Jordan when it come down to that, like trash talking. I'll talk you right out of your next contract, right? At least that's how I feel because I believe in myself. And now that I started getting money, I see that I had to reevaluate that because sometimes money will trick you out your position when it started coming in abundance. You start getting a significant amount. You guys, I don't know if you've seen my video about the first $5,000 check, right? But you might want to go watch that video and you really see how I trick myself out of my position, right? But like I say, to get back to the focus of this video, again, if you don't have motivating people around you, if you don't have, let me see here. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Nobody believe in me neither. Yeah, that's just how it is. That's just how it is, Carmina. People just don't believe, but you have to believe in yourself, right? You have to do certain things. You have to make sure that you win by any means necessary, right? You have to win by any means necessary. You have to outwork the competition. You have to stay up a little longer. I was just talking to people earlier today. I helped one of my subscribers with her numbers to try to get a contract. I told her, I said, don't rush it. Don't rush it. She's going to turn the numbers in tomorrow. I told her, I helped her with the numbers. I said, well, look, you make sure you evaluate this. Make sure everything line up. Make sure things is close to not perfect, but professional as possible, right? Make sure you're professional because again, a lot of how you interact with other people, if you're not professional, they won't deem you as being professional, right? So you want to have that professional feel, that professional taste to it, right? Let me see what you guys are saying here. I run an interior design business and trying to make it in that field and trying to incorporate construction, cleaning, interior. Okay, see, welcome to the now. You're doing too much. Okay, you're doing too much. You want to make sure that your first business, your interior design business, is profitable. Okay, if that's where your passion is, you can watch the video for cleaning and learn how the cleaning business and learn how to do cleaning, how to pick up contracts and stuff like that. But again, some of the stuff that I'm saying in this video would help you in your interior design business, right? The thing is that if your passion is interior design, I suggest that you stay there for now. Okay? And you want to make a profit. You want to turn that business, into a negative to a positive. You want to have a positive cash flow coming in on that, right? Now, I know you say money is a factor right now. You're stuck right now. You need to make that business work first before you do your construction cleanup business. Okay? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't do it. All I'm saying is just make one profitable and then branch out to something else. Okay? Just to give you an example, when I first started my cleaning business, I was doing just general cleaning. Now I do window cleaning, I offer carpet cleaning, I offer pest control, I offer painting, right? So, but I started off with just general cleaning, right? We do VC2 floor care, right? But I started off with just general cleaning. As I started building a profit in that where the business could run itself, where I was making enough money, then I would jump to window cleaning, right? And then I built that business up, right? We got window cleaning jobs that we do, right? And then I branched to residential, right? But I was already making money in window cleaning. I was already making money in general cleaning, right? So I was able to move on to something else. When you look at the celebrities, right? Let's take Sean John. I don't know if you know any of these guys. You take the LeBron James, the Michael Jordans, these people. Michael Jordan made millions and millions of dollars on the basketball court, and then catapult himself into a billionaire status right now outside of basketball. Michael Jordan made more money outside of basketball than he did on the basketball court. It's facts. You can look it up, right? Yeah, he got paid millions, right? But now he's billions, right? So Michael Jordan made more money outside of basketball than he did on the basketball court. But he started with basketball. That's where his passion was, right? He did that for so many years or whatever the case before retiring, right? And then the next thing we know, he got this Nike endorsement. He come up with this thing called the Michael Jordan shoe, right? The Jordans is what they call it, right? And then he started selling millions and millions of Jordans worldwide. People in China wear Jordans. People in Australia wear Jordans. People in the UK wear Jordans. People everywhere wear Jordans, right? But again, he started off with basketball, and then he got endorsements, and then he branched to something else, and now he got a cologne, and he got, his brand is just through the roof, right? But he started off with basketball. Same thing with for my ladies, when you look at Beyonce, right? She started off singing, and Nicki Minaj and all these people, right? They started off singing and they started off rapping. They had a personality. You got to like them for what you know them for, singing and being part of the Beehive and the Barbs with the Nicki Minaj, right? So now they sell you perfume, fragrances, House of Darion, the clothing line, and this and that, and they have these different things, and Nicki is selling this, and she got that, right? So they got all these other different endorsement and brands, but they started off with the thing that we know them as, singing and rapping. That's where they built majority, a lot of times majority of their revenue, right? They sold these albums, they were singing, they were rapping, and then they branched out to something else. So I'm saying all of this to say, for my people that's, that might have a passion for cleaning, right? Then do cleaning. That's why I always tell people, most people that I talk to that watch my videos know I'm for niche marketing, right? Just start with the niche. Okay, so if your niche is just general cleaning and you want to do medical facilities, or you want to do, law firms or whatever the case is, start with a niche and build upon that. Okay, you'll thank me later. Start with a niche and build upon that. There's a lot of books out on the market about cleaning, commercial cleaning, etc. And a lot of times in those books, they'll tell you, get a niche, start with a niche, right? Start with a niche, build that up, and then you'll amplify your business tenfold. If you're just joining me, I would like for you to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay? But again, you guys have to stay away from the shenanigans. Okay, that's mainly going back to that because that's really what this video is about. People again ask me, how am I able to stay away from the shenanigans, right? How am I able to not get caught up in daily situations that happen with my friends and families, associates, etc.? I just stay in my own lane and I drive that mother until the wheels fall off, right? I just stay in my own lane and I stay focused. The minute I wake up in the morning and my feet hit the floor, I figure out, I look at my list of things to do. You guys that know me know I plan my list out on Sunday for the entire week. What do I have to do Monday? What do I have to do Tuesday? What didn't I finish Tuesday that I got to do Wednesday? Right? This is the way I think. And then I go back to the list and figure it out, figure what I need to do, what I want to do next. My phone's just ringing. People want to sell me this. They want to offer me that. They want me to take a look at this multi-level marketing program. They want me to take a look at that. Fabio, can you invest in this? You know, your friends, your family call you, Fabio, can you? I got you got some money. Can you help me do this, and I'll pay you back, and we could do a contract, right? So I get calls from all over the place about an array of things, right? So I stay busy, but I keep myself that way because my dreams is like my goals and my dreams. People can't fathom the thought. My dreams, my goals, people can't fathom the thought. But I work extremely hard to try to make shit go, to complete my goals, because I'm a very sore loser. Like if I set my mind out to do something and I don't get it done, then I get irritated. I get a problem, and I seem distant. I seem, I don't want to talk right now. Dude, you want to get? No, I'm not hungry right now. I don't want to eat right now. You want a coffee? Shit, no, I'm okay right now. Right? That's how I am, because I want to win. Right? I have that winning mentality, but I also put in the work. See, that's the behind the scenes that you guys don't see. Right? You see me on the video, but I put in work. I put in work. I put in work. I put in work. Every single day that I wake up, that the Most High bless me and allow me to open my eyes, I know that I have to do something different today than I did yesterday. Every single time the Most High allow me to open my eyes, I know it's a must that I do something different today than I did yesterday. I want to learn every single day. I want to learn from the smallest thing to the biggest thing. I want to learn something new every single day. I don't always get a chance to pick up books, right? I don't always get a chance to get into the magazines and stuff like that. But when I do, I embrace myself in it. By the way, I love the Kardashians. I made it known that I like the Kardashians. This new issue, Forbes, I went live the other day. A lot of you guys was on live with me. This is the magazine that I was actually looking for, the Forbes magazine, with Kylie Jenner on the cover. Billionaire. I just like her story, right? I just like how she's a young woman and built her empire up pretty close to, say, 900 million. She's pretty close to a billionaire. I like how she built it up. This is also what I like to buy. Again, because I'm not a complacent person, you guys. The Home Business Journal, right? I like to buy this because I like to know what other opportunities exist. By the way, if you're looking for this stuff, you guys, I got it from Barnes and Nobles, okay? But I like to know what other opportunities. This is magazine like this. I used to buy a magazine called Small Business Opportunity. Somebody hit me up on Facebook. So there used to be a magazine called Small Business Opportunity. They went out of print, right? And reading that magazine, in the back of the magazine, is how I found the course that I bought, Your Clean Future course. That's what started my business back in 2012. And as you see today, I still buy these things, right? Because I want to know what other opportunities exist. I got a cash flow, right? I'm in the positive, right? I don't have it. I'm not negative. So I want to know what else could I branch out to, essentially. But I got to like it. It's got to be something that I can wake up and feel proud to do. Okay? Because if I don't like it, I'm not going to invest in it. I don't want to do it because I'm going to waste my time, right? I'm not going to be energetic about it, right? Again, one second, you guys. Again, whatever your passion is, I would suggest that you guys start with that. Okay? If you don't have a passion that come to mind that you know of or whatever, just do something that I would suggest. Do something that if someone told you to come in and do it for free, you wouldn't mind doing it. Right? You wouldn't mind doing it. If it's something that you can do for free and not get paid for, like an intern, like you intern yourself and you could do it for free and you wouldn't mind doing it, then I would consider doing that as a business. I would consider doing that as a business. Okay? Let me see here. I run interior decorating. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Do you guys follow me? You guys follow me? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you're just joining me. You guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I did, like I said, I wanted to talk about this because I don't want anybody to think that I got these superhuman powers and I don't get distraught or anything. I'm human just like everybody else. It's just, it's something in me that won't allow me to fail. And I think it all boils down to my mindset, right? So I don't put myself, and hopefully this video help you guys. And I know some people are gonna listen to this and they're still gonna do what they're gonna do, but I don't put myself in other people's problems. And people, as a whole, we have a huge problem doing that. Facebook, we want to put ourselves in everybody's problems. It's okay to like a status, right? It's okay to comment on a status. It's so many. I see so many times people got a problem with somebody, and then somebody leave a comment on somebody's status and say, "Well, don't make me pull up. Hey, sister, we got a problem. Why are you gonna put your? You don't even know what the problem is. Why are you gonna put yourself in somebody else's issue, right?" See, I steer clear of that. Some of my family, I actually see it on my timeline, right? My family, oh, I'm short money, or oh, this and this and this, and because I'm making money right now, I'm in a positive. I don't say, well, hey, auntie, give me a call. Hey, cousin, I'm about to call you now to help you with your problem. No, shit, no, because I realized didn't nobody do that to me, right? Now, am I saying I'm being selfish? The thing is when you start helping people, then they feel like they can come to you more and more. And every time something happens, they'll continue to come to you. So you have to set some type of standards behind that. I'm not telling you not to help your people out or your friends, your associate, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case is. It's just when you get to helping them and you're doing it on an ongoing basis, they get accustomed to that and they feel like you're obligated to do that. And the minute you tell them no, is the minute they're going to go on Facebook or they're going to dish you and text you and say how you're not helping, you don't mean shit, you don't love them, and they try to do all of these things and say all of these things to make you feel bad. Okay? So I don't get into the habit. Yeah, I do help people, but I don't get into the habit of doing that. Okay? When I help people, by the way, I don't loan people money. I give it to them because I don't want to have to wait for you to pay me back and have to track you down for you to pay me back. So when I give a loan out, I give it out with the notion that this person can have it. If they give it back to me, cool. But when they say, "Well, Fabio, can I borrow $20?" Then I'll just give them $20. Right? Here, you all set, but don't worry about it. Right? Because if I ever need it back, right? If you say, "Fabio, can I borrow $20 to Friday?" and then Friday get here, you don't pay me, then I'm gonna have a problem. It's not that I need it, it's principle, right? It's not that I need it, it's principle. Be a man of your word, be a woman of your word. If you say, "Hey, Fabio, can I borrow $20? I'm gonna give it back to you Friday," and I loan you that $20, then I'm gonna expect that $20 back Friday, right? So in order for us to keep our relationship that we might have as a family, as boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case is, I'll rather give it to them and not expect it back than to sour the relationship because they told me they were going to do something that they didn't do me, right? So that's my philosophy. At least that's the way I think behind it. Okay, but again, I don't save a lot of people, right? And I don't invest in a lot of people's shenanigans. I don't put myself and try to captain save everybody. Okay, and I would suggest you guys not to do that. Okay, stay headstrong with what your belief system is. Stay prayed up. Whoever it is you believe in, Jehovah, Allah, God, whatever you call them, right? Stay prayed up. Keep the faith. A lot of people don't keep the faith. They don't have faith in themselves. They don't have faith in the higher power, whatever the case is. And a lot of that has to do with has a lot to do with being successful. A lot of most successful people, they a lot of times successful because they had at the very least faith in themselves. Okay, and they was tenacious behind the work, right? They had an extreme work ethic, so they became successful, right? They didn't cry about what didn't happen for them. They just dealt with what they could control that, and they just amplified it. Okay. Let's see here. You guys got any questions for me? If you guys got any deals on the table, anything that you're working on, you want to, email me. It's bookfabiohart@gmail.com, bookfabiohart@gmail.com. I wish I could give you guys just a formula that could go blow the roof off of things tomorrow. But even if I did, guess what? Majority of the people that's watching this video wouldn't do anything with it. Wouldn't do anything with it. A lot of people like watch me just for the sake of watching me, right? They just watch me. I give them the information about how to do this cleaning stuff, and then they do nothing with it. Meanwhile, I have a lot of people that's running circles. I have people that email me, man, I just joined your channel 2 weeks ago. It's an email here. I joined your channel 2 weeks ago. And man, I done jumped off the porch. I got my DBA registered, man. I got my EIN, got my bank going, man. I just got to start getting customers and marketing and things like that. Do you have any suggestions on flyers? Do you have any suggestions on how to get new contracts, different things like that? And they run in circles out of people that have been watching me for a very, very long time. Okay? So look, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys have any questions, it's bookfabiohart@gmail.com, bookfabiohart@gmail.com. And I want to leave you with this. As I always say, and I really mean this, the only person that can ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you.